I made my hair intentionally spacey because I know how much they love that word. Like I said, I think these words now are not to do with what I'm talking about. I think they say things to talk about something else. The first thing I want to say is they said I was very jealous of other women. I wasn't. And it's so funny that they accuse me of that because that's exactly what they're doing to me. And so they said I used to talk about other women, and that's a lie. The biggest lie about it was that they would intentionally try to make me jealous of other women. And when I would say that's my friend or something to that effect, they would get upset. So they said something like, well, men will prefer her over you because they said that white women are more attractive. So they said that someone I used to be friends with said that in certain places, white women will take your man. Let me tell you something. Are we now on that? It's like they don't understand how abusive they are. So when I was sleeping, they were saying, get your fucking ass up, get your ass up. And then at the same time, they're worried about, I don't have a man. So there aren't any, again, even to say it is so stupid and ridiculous. So they keep accusing me of saying things that I've never said. They said, I said, never a borrower or beggar be. That wouldn't be something I would say. And you can tell why. That doesn't work with my accent, does it? Never a borrower or beggar be. Would I say that? No. Okay, we're going to start just logically. So they're upset that someone left a comment that when I was saying that they want to give my traits and ability to someone they prefer. They're upset that that person left that comment, that I sound crazy saying that. But it's a very logical thing, which is why I'm not going to respond to illogical comments. There are people in this world who feel like if they don't have the skills to do something, then they'll just take credit for someone else's work. Those are the people I'm talking about. And in these videos, it's okay if I sound crazy because these are people who are making me crazy. Could you imagine 24/7? I'm accused of being jealous of people who I'm not jealous of. I'm accused of saying that white women will take my man when I don't have a man and no white woman took my man. Okay, we're going to talk. Let's just talk facts now. So they're going to say, didn't a white woman ever take? No. They keep lying. So they just said, didn't a white woman take Eric? Read the letters that we exchanged. There's no white woman who took Eric. So they say, haven't you ever? And this is my point. We're not going to live life that way. Haven't you ever? I'm not a child. And if they said something about home training, my home training has taken me so much further than everyone that they're referring to. They even acknowledge I've done everything I've accomplished as a Black person, as a woman, and with every single thing I've told you about me. These people wouldn't have been able to accomplish those things. They didn't accomplish it as not a Black woman. So how would they have accomplished it as a Black woman? Come on, folks. So they said, well, this is why Eric gets so nasty. Eric even acknowledged that he asked me, to read his paper for him. He wanted to debate with me. He acknowledged that I had the skills that I had. At no time did he ever tutor me, consider that he tutored me, suggested that he tutored me. That's another lie. So of all their lies and fantasies and delusions and whatever else, the lie was that there was anyone who thought Eric was tutoring me. The lie was that there was anyone who thought I wasn't capable of accomplishing what I could accomplish. The next lie that they said was that I said that people who have mental disabilities would not be able to graduate. What the truth is, and we're going to stop with all the delusions in life. I'm so sick of this. The truth is that if someone has mental disabilities, it depends on the type of disability. There's no way that someone with mental disability should be held to the same expectations as someone who doesn't. Come on, we're going to be truthful and logical. At what point do we stop trying to compare and compete with people? That's the problem. And they hate that I tell you folks that because it makes sense. What they're not accepting is that what I'm saying is not illogical. It's being seen by millions of people. Millions of people are seeing the same things that I'm acknowledging that they don't want to acknowledge. Are we really going to compare? And I'm going to say comparing people. Are we really going to compare people who have physical, mental, emotional, any type of disability with someone who is able-bodied or able-minded? That doesn't make any sense. We're not going to do things that don't make sense anymore. That's part of the problem. The other part is that they said I used to use the word invalid. That was a word that people use. We use the word handicap. I'm 49, almost 50 years old. We're going to say all the things that we used to do and then pretend that we didn't all do it. Those were the right words to use at the time. We got to stop being these types of people who whitewash things. We're not going to whitewash anything. And that goes along the whole theme of this, that years ago, people did things differently. And what happened over time is we've evolved. That was something that I used to say. We evolved. But most of all, what we did was we cannot then rewrite what happened. And that's what we don't want to do. I'm not going to, and that's part of the common theme of this. We're not going to whitewash that I was not considered dumb. I'll put it like that. We're not going to whitewash that if I had these issues, it would have been addressed at the time. And they were not. And they're going to say, no, they were not addressed. We're not going to lie